Hey guys, it's Tony or Anew Truth, and I'm bringing you my first installment of my tips and tricks videos starting on Dome. So I'm just going to get straight into it. Semtex spots. For A, out of C, coming out of the spawn, all you have to do is look roughly in between of the dome, just fire it to the left and let it fly. Very simple. This is a wallbang spot that me and DS Mars have found a couple of days ago for a 1v1. Basically, you have a look at the rock, you line it up outside of the dome, and just fire above where there's a little question mark. That gets rid of them just outside of the tank. So Semtex spot for C, coming out of B, come out to the Hummer, but low people like to camp behind. Line it up between the aerial and just let it fly. Simple as that. Lands straight through the hole. It's great. Use that a lot. Now, next one. This one took me a while to hit, but I got it anyway. So you have to come out to the cracks outside of the flat. Aim it just above the barbed wire. Take one step as you throw it. Lands straight in. Takes him off the sea, hits him every time, especially in the corner where I'm going to show you later. Now this is an interesting wallbang spot. Found this just just by accident. I do not recommend you guys using this at all. This is a very bad wallbang. I have got an impact ACR there with red dot sight, and it took, as you can see, 2.5 clips to kill him. And you know that's not really worth using. This here on this little hill is for taking out the campers down in Dome. Now in the corner of the dome there's a lot of places where people like to sit, like next to the like wooden great big cotton things, I don't know what they're called, but big like wooden ball crates anyway. That hits them just next to there, so that's a really useful thing to know. This is for another one coming out, this is for Semtex to A, it's coming out of C as well. This is a different way to come out of the different spawn. Notice the two windows. Line it up a little bit, chuck it straight out the window. What it'll do is it'll land on the containers just next to A. This one will kill them about 90% of the time. This one's very useful. Now I'm onto lines of sight now, guys. I know I rushed that, but I thought I'd left enough area to like go over it a bit. Anyway, you can jump onto this particular Hummer here at the front, next to the two Hummers coming out of the C flag on domination. Sorry, I can't speak today. And if you jump up, you can notice, you can see a clear entrance to where they come out of the dome. Very useful thing to pop them out of. And if you run to the right a bit, you can see there's two little tears in the tarpaulin, and you can maneuver your way around there and just pick people off using preferably an ACR or a CM901. Don't use anything with Stalker, or you're not going to take it out. This one's a much better one. You have to crouch for this one. This one you can see the majority of. Well, you can see the majority of it. This is obviously, a lot of people know, this is a good line of sight, taking people out behind the concrete steps. But this one's my favourite here. This one takes them out right behind the tank. This is a really good shot. I've hit this a couple of times. Really useful, especially with an ACR or CM901 or FAD. You know, something quite accurate. And you can jump onto these stone ledges here. This is just another area for taking them out behind the tank. Just jump up, check where they are, and just maneuver your gun to fire through the tarpaulin. Takes no damage off it. It's great. Now, obviously, everyone knows this bit. This is the balcony on Dome, and this is probably the one of the most popular camping spots in the map. Because you can see, you can look at the people coming out of C, coming out of B on both sides, and you can have a look at them capping A. It's obviously a very good spot, but also there's not many ways to take them off. Perhaps you just have to find them and shoot them. This is alternative capture spot for C, sorry. Catch them on either side of the stone pillars. This one is the best one because you can see straight through the middle as they're coming straight towards you. Very useful thing to know. Obviously this one is the camper Hummer that I showed you earlier. You can look underneath as well. This is why it's such a good one. Even when it's been blown up, you can see many lines of sight. And you can also run out to check loading bay as well. A lot of people sit behind these concrete slab here where the steps are. Don't know why, but it just seems to be a really effective place to be. Here that's where the B spawn is. You can actually shoot through the glass without interrupting anything, and it will just kill them straight away. It's a good place to kill them sneakily, if you know what I mean. Now this Hummer, I've seen quite a lot of people camp here a lot more recently. That's just, this little spot there is just for taking people out in that little inlet there next to the barrel. But this is a very good shot spot to know. Right, I've just skipped it along. This bit is for the people who are sitting by, just right next to that little head glitch. You can get onto this sort of like, it's almost like a ramp. Just get on there, you just take a quick look. It only takes a couple of bursts, just to take them down. And if you look, you can also use it to check out the two Hummers. you can see people moving around quite a lot. It is quite useful. Now this one is just next to the bee spawn. You can sort of see the alley. I don't use it that often, you know, it's not that useful to me, but you know, it's better than nothing. And the final one, I'd always check behind here just for that little camping spot where I'm shooting at now. It's a very useful thing to know. And just behind this forklift truck, you can see directly at the sea spawn. So that was my dome tutorial, guys. I want to thank you guys so much. And these layouts here, these JPEG layouts, these are from a guy called Diamond Design UK. Please check him out, guys. He's got some sick things going. He sent me a lot of amazing edits, especially for layouts and avatars. He does charge, but who cares? They're amazing. So I've been Anew Truth, guys, and I really hope you like my dome